Right, so we got a video for the service-based business owners looking to scale. Looking to stack some cash, grow their business, change lives, do what they got to do, okay? And we've built out a machine, a system that can do that for you. So my name is Shami Para. I founded Para Fitness back in 2019, and since then my life has revolved around client acquisition, service delivery, and what we now have is built out a predictable, scalable system that we can install into businesses and help them grow profitably. All right then, so plan of attack. Going to talk you through how to attract your ideal client, and then obviously the aim of the game, convert them cash collected into your business so you can then start scaling, okay? So this system that I've built out has taken me months. Obviously, as I mentioned with my online coaching business, I struggled to scale for so long. I kept hitting this plateau. I'd hire in agencies, I'd hire in mentors, different things like that. And it was never a predictable system to scale. And I was looking for it. I had calls with people. I was like, it was no done for you system that I could literally get someone to come in, plug into my business, start generating me leads, start generating me clients, and I could focus on the service delivery. I just couldn't find it. So I was like, okay, time to take matters into my own hand. And then this is when I built out the controlled growth client acquisition. Okay. We focus on 3 steps. They're the main 3 pillars that we have: the attract, nurture, and convert. And as I said, when I first stepped into this world and tried to scale my coaching business, it was attract. I focused on running an ad, running an Instagram ad, running a Facebook ad, gathering information, thinking people were then magically going to sign up, which I soon realized it's not how it works. Okay. If it was that easy, we'd all be millionaires, billionaires at this stage. So what we are, what we then I had to realize was, okay, there's more steps to this. So you're attracting, that's actually the easy part at the end of the day. You attract your ideal customer. As long as you figure out what that ideal customer is, which obviously, we help you create with your customer avatar worksheets and stuff like that. So that's easy. Once we have that, all your messaging, all your targeting is basically done. It's easy. You just plug and place from the worksheet. So that nurturing process, this is where 80% of the magic happens. Okay, you gather someone's information here, the name, email, number, whether depending on the business, you bring them to landing pages, funnels, booking pages. It's, for an example, if it's a free trial for a gym, we'll direct them to a booking page, get them to book in. That's an ideal world. Someone opts in, someone goes through your funnel, someone books in, and someone shows up. That's an ideal world. But again, someone opts in for an ad, baby pulls their ear, spill coffee all over themselves, they get distracted. Okay, so then it's like they can forget. Whereas we have to realize that we need to follow up with these people. It's the follow up, it's the nurturing that's absolutely key. So what we essentially do is, and what I've built out and that I've used for my coaching business, and now we're using for businesses in Vancouver, New York, America, UK, and now Dubai. Okay, so we've built out a 30-day follow-up sequence with emails, SMS, and calling. So calling those clients as well. I'm excited about this. I am excited about this because this is literally, it's printing cash for businesses. Okay, what we've done is we've integrated AI. Okay, so that lead to speed, you've probably heard before. What's the most important thing when a lead opts in? Lead to speed. Okay, what we have is we have AI that will reach out. Once someone opts in, AI will reach out to them within seconds. Okay, and it will start a conversation flow with them, which is nuts. It's like you can train that AI bot to speak like you, to speak like your business, to be on brand point or on point with your brand. The language, you can tell it what to say, what not to say. So it's literally like a human being in the messaging, texting, replying quickly. Okay, and that has been game changer. That has absolutely been game changer. The AI appointment setter. It's quicker than any VA will ever be. It follows up on time. It messages when it needs to message. It works 24 hours around the clock. So it's been absolutely game changer. And I'm so excited about it. And since we've installed that AI, I didn't have this when I first built out for my Para Fitness page. I didn't have the AI. I had the SMS, I had the email, I had the client calling follow-up scripts, but I never had the AI. And since we've implemented that into the businesses now that we are working with, it's literally increased conversions by, so in some cases, 70 to 80% into booked appointments. And then obviously from booked appointments, get them into get them converted to a client. Okay. So we have AI lead to speed. We've a nurturing sequence, email, SMS. And then obviously we've training workflows for client calling as well to follow up with them. Because at the end of the day, calling and having a face behind a business, like if you're emailing, if you're texting, yes, it's great, but ringing them and actually having that emotional connection with a human being. And if someone says, okay, I'm going to opt in, I'll book in for a gym class tomorrow at 9 p.m., they're emotionally bought into that. Then they don't want to let that other person down subconsciously. Okay. So making sure that we're on the phone, we're calling as well. It's massively increased conversions and booked appointments. At the end of the day, that's what we want. That's what every business wants. It wants more clients. It wants to attract more clients. It wants to acquire more clients profitably and as cheaply as possible. And then make sure that you have a long LTV. Make sure that those clients stay with you for as long as possible. So that's when your service delivery, your retention strategies all come into place as well. Okay. So this is the system: attract, gather information, speed to lead, nurture, get them to book into an appointment. And then obviously whether it's on a call or whether it's in person, we have that sales training, and then you collect that cash. You give them that free offer. You have that irresistible offer that they come in, they want to come in, they're excited. You then bring them through your sales training, your sales process, which we actually give you sales training on. So over 5 years of obviously online coaching, I've done, I'd say, a couple of thousand sales calls over the years. So we're still not, we can still master that. We can still get better, but I know a thing or two about sales when it comes to closing clients. So then obviously we've built that structure out. We've invested a lot of money into that as well, and making sure, because if we get booked appointments, let's say for instance, you come, you work for me, we get you all these booked appointments, but you're struggling to close those appointments. It's just, at the end of the day, it's a waste of money and time. We need to be making sure the system from the start, which is here, all the way to the end, is flawless, looked after. Okay, so that's why at every single step here, you get sales training, you get calling, you get email nurturing, the funnels, the landing pages, all the information, everything that we need here to work together and make sure that you scale is looked after from top to bottom. Okay, so that's essentially how the system works. It works really, really well. And as I said, I'm excited about, because I'm going to start creating more content about client acquisition and showing you guys essentially what you can do, how you can actually profitably scale your business as well. Because as I said, I've been through the pain, mentors, agencies, and just not getting a return of investment for my money. I'm not even going to get into it, to be honest. Whereas this is a clear return of investment. You put in X amount, you return X amount. You want to make more, you put in more, you make more. It's as simple as that, and it works really, really well. So as I said, I'm buzzing with it. If you want me to, if you want to have a chat about it as well, see how it could work in your business, how we could kind of demo it out. If you're interested to understand a little bit more, kind of maybe more in detail in terms of, obviously this is a high level overview. I haven't gone into kind of anything essentially, just a high level overview. But yeah, if you want to have a chat, see how it can work for your business, see if it would work for your business, see if we'd be a good fit, demo it out, just click the link below. I'm going to leave a booking link underneath in the discovery, and we can have a chat. If not, I hope you took some value from this, and you have a fantastic rest of your day.